Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. I hope you enjoy this next video coming up. It's information that just came out in the last 12 hours, the UScis, the 2020 rule. Please enjoy this video coming up. Thank you. Okay, today I want to talk about something that is actually fantastic news. Listen, in 2018, they actually President Trump submitted a new rule, UScis rule, and in 2019, they had cases that was fighting this new rule. The new rule was the 944 form, which actually said that you had to have so much income if you were unpublic charged before. If you had all of this many things, in other words, you had to meet income requirements $65,000 and above. You had to meet. Of course, I'm no expert on any of this. I just want to say this. I'm just reporting this. And you had to be 125%. $65,000 was minimum income if you wanted to actually bring someone to the U.S. There's a lot of criteria on that 944 form. Well, guess what? And the U.S. In fact, what happened was the U.S. District Court of Southern Court of New York has been fighting this and fought the case. And finally, the judge says, "Listen, either you do this case right because we stopped you, or you have to appeal this case." So I guess what happened? Trump decided, okay, we're going to drop the case. So the 944, the 2018 and 2019 rule that caused all the trouble with all the heartache and all the green cards and all the information is gone. All that's gone. We're back to 1999 President Clinton's new rule, which is a positive thing. In 1999, you just had to meet the requirements of 125% above poverty level, and you can also get a sponsor, if needed, if you didn't meet the new income requirements at that time. So if you don't have enough income, the 125% above the poverty level income ratio, you can actually get a sponsor. And so we're back to a fantastic thing. Now, here's some things, and here's some important things that I want to say about this. What this does, it opens up a lot of new people who can actually start filing now. And UScis is open. People say not. They did lay off a lot of people. But they're open. They're still processing. A friend of mine actually has an interview with a UScis agent here in the Philippines to get approval to go to the U.S. They're just waiting on the confirmation. They have a date set. So now they're just waiting to go do that. I think the date is, end of the month, 1st September. So we're in August now. So today, I'm just excited. The case has dropped. So no more of 2019, no more 2020, no more of the 944 form that you don't have to worry about filling out. Trump had a choice. Either you actually do this or stop it or appeal it. And Trump says, just forget about the whole thing. Because what happens is it was controlling. So say if you're on Medicare and in the past you had to go to the doctor, and it was you were on public charge for that short period of time. Will that affect your case? There's positive and negatives as you had to do at that particular time. If there was so it was all on the agent. Now, agent could make that decision on the old setup. The way I say I was old, I mean 2019, 2020. But now forget about all that. Just forget about it all. So basically, we're back Clinton days. We're back in the Clinton days whenever they put this in effect. So it really opens up a lot for a lot of people, and I'm really excited about that. Because not only that, now if someone has a wife and a husband or someone you want to bring to the United States of America, and you're in U.S., you want to bring your family members to the United States of America, you can actually do it now. So it gives you the availability of it will be easier. Because of the honey badger, we call him the honey badger the virus situation. We call that the honey badger because it is a honey badger. It will not let you go whenever it attacks you, right? So we call it the honey badger. But it came out breaking news today. It was unfair that all this was happening in 2000. I mean, when you don't know how many friends of mine were trying to get to the U.S. I mean, from all over the world. I'm talking not only just people that I know that are U.S. citizens, but people that were from Africa and people that were in New Zealand. They were trying to go to the U.S. and bring their spouse there. So, or Philippines, they're trying to bring a spouse there, Philippines. So it's fantastic. You don't even have to worry about it anymore. So this is all great news. I'm going back through to see if I missed anything. So we're dropped off 944 now. It's just fill out the forms as usual. So it's business back to business as usual again. So that makes it really a positive thing. So, I mean, just the one that I reported back in 2008, early 2019, that rule that they were trying to pass for people with a high, you had to make a certain amount of income. I mean, there were so many people on there that was very upset about it, and I was upset too here. So now we just go back to where it was before. So everything, all that happened, I guess we have to wash our hands, start all over again. So it's actually fantastic news today. I mean, I woke up this morning. I got an email from my friend attorney, and this came from an attorney. My friend attorney in New York City sent me an email and said, guess what happened? President Trump, he had an opportunity to appeal this particular case. He said, no, we're going to let it go. So all that now is stopped. So right now, everything is back to normal as it was in 2018. They tried to pass it in 2018, but in 2019 they got it passed. Except the Southern Court of New York City, District Court of New York City, filed a case against them, and so ruled against them. And so they had so much said they asked them, said, "Are you going to appeal this or not? You're going to fight this?" So the president said, "No, there's too many because of the honey badger and all the stuff that's going on. We're just going to drop the case. We're going to drop it. We're not even going to put that in effect anymore." So guess what? So when an agent actually interviews you, there's criteria they have to meet. As long as you meet that criteria, you should be fine. So it doesn't give an opportunity for someone to make a decision, the positive, negative. They had a form. It was positive and negatives on that form. And if you get so many negatives, so many positives, you could not get passed on it. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Now it's fantastic. I'm done talking, jabbering for 7 minutes and 10 seconds. I want to thank everybody always so much for watching my videos. And so we're going back to 1999, Bill Clinton, UScis, fantastic. High five. Everybody have a great, fantastic day. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures here in Mindinao, Philippines.